Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
We shall start with exercise 6.1. Exercise 6.1. First question is construct an angle of 90 degrees.
Sir, this is over.
6.1 first one is over.
Yes, sir. Second one you tell, sir.
No, justification is over.
Yes, sir.
How to justify?
No, sir.
Justification means how this works, construction, how the construction works. That is not discussed, I think. Isn't it? Or discussed? Tell me this one.
Yes, sir. Sir, you haven't told us.
Yes?
Yes, sir. Haven't told, sir.
Say loudly.
Sir, you gave class. Told, sir.
One of you speak. One of you speak. Do you start? Tell me. Over or not?
No, sir.
Not over, no. Yes. Construct an angle of 90 degrees at the initial point of a given ray of a given ray and justify the construction and justify the construction. Justify the construction. Justify means how this method works. How do you get 90-degree angle? You should explain it. Okay. Now, first what you do, draw a ray. Draw a ray. Okay. Call this as OB. Okay. We call this as OA. Here we call this as OA. Next step. Take the compass. Take your compass. Adjust this arc length, suitable arc length. See the tip of the compass on O. Draw an arc like this. Let this arc cut OA at B. Let this arc cut OA at B. Draw this metal of this arc. OA at B. Then keep the fixed arm of the compass on B. Cut the previous arc. Let this point be C. This point be C. Then keep the fixed arm of the compass on C. Again cut the previous arc. Let this point be D. Okay? This point B is D. Now you are going to divide from B to C, it is 60 degrees. C to D is again 60 degrees. So you have to bisect it. If you bisect, you get 30. 60 plus 30 is 90 degrees. So now to bisect CD, keep the fixed arm of the compass on B, draw one arc. Keep the fixed arm of the compass on C, draw another arc. Call that point as V. We can call this point as G. Now join OG. This is cross point. Now, which is the required angle? Required angle is AOG. AOG is the required angle. If you measure angle A, if you measure the angle AOG, this is.
Sir, not understood.
Understand draw ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನೇನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ರೇ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಓ ಎ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಕ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಕ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಬೀಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಡಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಇವರು ಅಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಇದ್ರಿ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಲೋ, ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ಡೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ, ಈ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಡೆಮಾನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅದ ಇದು, ಹೌ ಟು ಡ್ರಾ. ಡೆಮಾನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, ನಾನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಮತ್ತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ತಿಳಿಲಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಓಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು then I like construction understand agilla boys. Shall I draw one again?
No sir.
What you are not understood, tell me. What you are not understood? In answer ready? Oh, it is understanding is not there here. You have to observe and draw it. First draw a ray. You draw one ray. Okay. Call this as OA. Okay. Then take your compass. Keep the fixed arm of the compass on O. Initial point. Draw an arc. You drawn one arc. This arc cuts way at point B. Now keep fixed arm of the compass on B. Cut the previous arc. Let this point be C. Keep the fixed arm of the compass on C. Cut the previous arc. Let this point be D. Okay. Now you can increase or decrease its length, no problem. It should be only thing is it should be more than half of this arc. So cut here. I'll keep on D. Cut. Draw an arc. Keep the fixed arm of the compass on C. Draw another arc. Now join this point. Now which angle is 90 degree? This angle.
Yes, sir.
Angle AOV is 90 degree. Correct? This is called a demonstration. How to draw? I demonstrated. I explained. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ theory subject ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಇದು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. Okay. Next theory is that how this works if we want to write means justification. We want to write the justification. Justification means how this becomes 90 degree. We constructed this way, but how angle AOG became 90 degree. Theoretically, we should now prove it. So to do that, join BC. Similarly, join OC. Then join OD. Similarly, join CD. You should join this BG also. Then join CG. I'll give you 2 minutes time. All of you draw this. Be fast. Construct. Here we extend this line, extra line. This also we shall extend. So necessary. EF, this is E, this is F. Draw students, did you construct this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got correct answer? Or means correct diagram?
Yes, sir.
After construction, AOG you measure using protractor. If you have got 90 degree, that is correct. Then later you join OC, BC, then CD, OD, DG, CG, all this is joined. You are joined. Okay. Now we should justify Means how this AOG become 90 degrees should explain. It's very simple. Here students, here triangle BOC is and triangle BOC. OB then OC are radii of same arc, and this we have cut with same arc. Therefore, by construction OB, OC, BC all are equal. Correct? OB, OC, BC all are equal. Why? Because we have constructed that way. You can see here. Here it is OB, OC, it is OC, BC, all are equal. Here we have drawn arc. This OB and OC are really of same arc. And we have cut here, means we have constructed the same line segment here. So OB, OC, BC, all are equal. Means it is equilateral triangle. BOC is equilateral triangle. If BOC is equilateral triangle, what is this angle? This is 60 degree, no? This became 60 degree. Correct? Similarly, you see the triangle COD. COD. Now, this is arc. OC and OD are radii of same arc. OC and OD are equal, and this is also equal. By construction, OC, OD, CD all are equal. So, COD is an equilateral triangle. If it is equilateral triangle, its all angles are equal. So, this angle became how much? This angle became 60 degree. This angle also became 60 degree. Correct? Now, AOF is 60 plus 60, 120. But we need 90. So, from this 60 degree, I want only 30. Where 60 is there, I want 30 more. 60 plus 30 becomes 90. So I should get half of 60. Half of 60. How to get half of 60? We have bisected angle, 30 degree angle we have bisected. OG is angle bisector. OG is angle bisector or not? We should theoretically prove. How to prove that? This I will erase in the conclusion altogether. So, now you have come to know this is 60 and this is 60. Both are 60, 60. Correct? Now you see here which triangle? ODG or DGO. DGO, this triangle. And CGO, this triangle. This and this. Okay? In these two triangles, which are equal parts? Which are equal parts? Here you have drawn arc. So OD and OC are equal. OD equals OC because these are radii of same arc. Therefore, OD and OC are equal. Correct? Then here DG you have drawn one arc. CG you have drawn one arc. Means these two are equal. Why? We have drawn arcs of same radii. Correct? So, BG and CG are equal. What about GO? OG is common for both. So, by side. side, 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 and here side, side, side. By S, both the triangles are congruent. If both the triangles are congruent, these two angles are equal. These two. Sum of these two is how much? 60. So each one is 30. This 30 plus this 60 is how much? 90. So understood clearly? We will write it, but have you understood this question?
Yes, sir.
How many of you understood this?
Sir.
How many of you understood? If you need explanation in Kannada also, I can do it, but you should understand. All of you understood? How many are there? How many are there? ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಪ್ರೊಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ 90 ಆಗ್ತದ. ಥಿಯರಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 90 ಹೆಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಿದಾವ. ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, OB, BC ಮತ್ತು CO ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ CD ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, OD ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ದೆನ್ BG, CG ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಈ OB, BC, OC ಮೂರು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದ. ಸೈಡ್ 3 ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಕ್ವಿಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇದು 60 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ತರ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಯಾವುದು? COD. ಈ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ OC, OD, CD ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರ ಇದು ಇಕ್ವಿಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್, ಅದು ಇಕ್ವಿಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆದ್ರ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಏನೈತೆ 60 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಇದು 60 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ 60 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 60 120 ಆಯ್ತು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಎಷ್ಟದ? 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಈ 60 ಅದಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈ 60 ಹಾಫ್ ಬೇಕಾಗದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಈ ವರ್ಕ್ ಹೆಂಗ ಆಗ್ತದ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಯಾವುದು? DGO ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ CGO ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ 2 ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ OD ಮತ್ತು OC ಸೇಮ್ ಅದಾವ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದು ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ಕದ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಎರಡು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ DG ಮತ್ತು GC ಇವನು 2 ಆರ್ಕ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ಕ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿವಿ. ಸೊ DG ಮತ್ತು CG ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದ. ಆಮೇಲೆ OG ಕಾಮನ್ ಅದ. ಸೊ 2 ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರುಯೆಂಟ್ ಅದ. 2 ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರುಯೆಂಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದ. 2 ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ 60 ಅದ, ಈ 2 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು 2 ಹಾಫ್ ಆದ. 60 ಹಾಫ್, 60 ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 30 ಆಯ್ತು. ಇದು 30 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 60 ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? 90. You understood very clearly? Remaining steps I don't write, only justification I'll write. Justification. We shall write justification. Okay? So, now, justification. Justification. What is justification? First, join OB, join BC, join here BC. So if you join BC, then OC equal to OB equal to BC, OB equal to BC. Okay. OC equal to OB equal to BC. Why? Because we have constructed that way by construction. Reason is by construction. That's why these are equal. If 3 sides of triangle are equal, then triangle COB is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Which one? COB is an equilateral triangle. If it is equilateral triangle, all angles are equal to 60 degrees. Angle. Which angle? Now the angle COB 60. Angle COB equal to 60 degrees. That is COB is 60 degrees. Okay, that is angle EOB or angle EOA. EOA equal to 60 degrees. This one. EOA is 60. COB is same as EOA. That's why it is 60 degrees. This much you write. Next, second point. Second point is join what? Join CD. Join CD. Next, then which are equal? OD equal to OC equal to CD. Then OD equal to OC equal to CD. All again by construction. This is by construction. This is by construction. I'll write here. This is by construction. Okay. So therefore here OD, CD, OD, OC, CD are equal means COD is an equilateral. Therefore triangle COD is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. If it is equilateral triangle, angle COD equal to 60 degrees. Angle COD is 60 degrees. That is what COD is same as EOF. Angle EOF is 60 degrees. Okay. Next one. Third. Did you write it? Next point, third point. Third point is join CG DG. Third point, join CG and DG. Where is CG? DG you should join. Okay. Then in triangle DOG. In triangle DOG and triangle DOG and COG. In triangle DOG and COG, which are equal parts? OD equal to OC. OD equal to OC. Why OD equal to OC? Here OD equal to OC. These are radii of same arc. Radii of same arc. These are radii of same arc. Similarly, DG equal to CG. DG equal to CG. Why DG equal to CG? Arcs of equal radii. Those are arcs of equal radii. Arcs of equal radii. Then OG is common. OG is common. OG is common. So both the triangles are congruent. Which are both the triangles? Which are both triangles? DOG and COG. Therefore, by SSS congruent rule, SSS congruent rule, triangle DOG is congruent to triangle DOZ is congruent to COZ. Triangle COZ. If both are congruent, angle DOZ is equal to angle COZ. Okay, DOZ is equal to COZ. But we know EFOE equal to 60 degree. We know their sum is 60 degrees. But EOS equal to COD, that is equal to 60 degrees. EOS is what? COD. Okay, COD. COD is 60 degrees. Okay, the sum is 60 degrees. Both are equal. This implies. Otherwise, just what you can do, here you can call this as 1 or something, 1. But angle DOZ plus angle COZ equal to 60 degrees from 1. COZ plus DOZ both together what? Both together COD. COD is nothing but EOF. EOF is 60 degrees. The sum is 60 degrees. Means what? It implies the sum is 60, each one is equal means both are equal to 30 degrees. Angle DOZ equal to angle COZ equal to 30 degrees. Now COZ became 30. This much became 30. Okay, and this much is 60. Now angle AOE, angle AOE plus angle, or you can write BOC, no problem. Angle BOC, angle BOC plus COZ plus angle COZ equal to BOC is 60 degrees plus COZ is 30 degrees. So both together 90 degrees. BOC plus COZ. BOC plus COZ is nothing but BOZ. This implies angle BOZ equal to 90 degrees. BOZ is 90. That is nothing but AOZ. Students, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
That answer solutions are available. In next solution book, all those are available. If you understood, you can write it very easily. You understood or not? Any doubt is there, you can ask me, I'll explain. You understood, students?
Yes, sir.
How many of you understood it?
Yes.
How many of you understood? Only 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. How many members? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What about remaining? Remaining, they don't know how to raise the hand. Boys, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಂತ ತಿಳಿದಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಾರಿ. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ತಿಳಿದಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ನಾಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್, ಅವಾಗಿನ್ನೂ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ? If you say not understood, I'll explain once again, no problem. I'm not scolding. Tell me, Vikas. Then shall I raise it? I'll go to next. Second example is construct an angle. Second example, construct an angle of 45 degrees. 45 degrees at the initial point. At the initial point of a given ray, and justify the construction and justify the construction. Here first we should construct a 90-degree angle, then we should bicep 90 degrees. We should take half of 90. So half of 90 becomes 45 degrees. So first draw a ray. All of you draw a ray. Call this as OA. Little bigger diagram if you draw, you will understand better. Call it as OA. Then using compass, keep the fixed arm of the compass on O, draw an arc. Let this arc cut OA at B. Okay, this is B. Then without changing its arc length, keep fixed arm of the compass on B, cut the previous arc. Let this point be C, call that as C. Then keep the fixed arm of the compass on C, cut the previous arc. Let this point be D. Now you can change its arc length, but only thing is it should be more than half of DC. So keep the fixed arm of the compass on D, draw an arc. Keep the fixed arm of the compass on C, draw another arc. These will cross each other, these will intersect. Call that point as Z. Okay? So you can call this point first. I'll call this point as Z. In previous step, we came to know AOZ is 90 degrees. How it becomes 90 degrees? That we have discussed. Now we shall bisect this. We shall bisect 90-degree angle. How to dissect this? Take your compass. Okay. You can call this also by one point that we call this point as I. Okay. B, C, D. You can call F or something like that also. Take this compass. Now keep this arm of the compass on B. Okay. Draw an arc. Keep the fifth arm of the compass on I. Draw another arc. Those will cut each other. Okay. Call that point as J. You can call any name. Yes, I call it as J. Now join this with O. Now angle AOG. AOG is 90 degrees. Then AOJ, angle AOJ and JOZ, angle JOZ equal to 45. Both became 45, 45. How they became 45? We should write it. Justification we should do. Okay, this much you construct all of it. This part. Did you construct? Students constructed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you understand. Just I'll finish it later. I'll complete here. So just justify this. We should draw or join BJ and also IJ. We join BJ and IJ. Okay, I joined BJ and IJ. Okay. Now I am going to explain how we get 45. Okay, already AOG is 90 degree, how it becomes 90 degree in previous question we understood. Now we shall understand how it becomes 45. So in triangle, two triangles are there. In triangle IOJ, in triangle IOJ, and which one? BOJ, triangle BOJ. Which are equal parts? Tell me. OB equal to OB, no? OB equal to OD. OB equal to OD. Why OB and OD are equal? Because these are radii of the same arc, which is same arc. So because radii of same arc, radii of same arc. Then IJ and BJ, these are also equal because we have drawn an arc. Here also another arc. These arcs are of equal radii. Correct? So Ij equal to Vj. Why? Because these are arcs of equal radii. Arcs of equal radii. Arcs of equal radii. Correct? Next one. OJ is common. OJ is common. OJ is common. Therefore, triangle DOJ, triangle or IOJ, triangle IOJ is congruent to triangle BOJ. BOJ by SSS congruence rule. Now, this implies which angle IOJ, angle IOJ equal BOJ, angle BOJ. Why this? Because corresponding parts of congruent triangle both are equal. But these two both are equal now. These two. Their sum is how much? 90 degrees. But angle IOJ plus angle BOJ equal to 90 degrees. Their sum is 90. Both are equal means each one is how much? Therefore, angle IOJ equal to angle BOJ equal to half of 90 degrees, that is equal to 45 degrees. You understood, students? Time is over, tell me this fast. You understood or not?
Understood, sir.
Good. I'll send just you see notes, you will understand. So the explanation, if you understood, no, notes are there. You want notes, miss? I'll send it. I'll stop here. Thank you. Hello, good morning, students. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Chinmay Vastrada. Chinmay. Don't play the game during class. Okay, very good morning to all once more. Yesterday, we discussed about legislative assembly formation, qualification, and also the functions of that speaker. Today here, we will discuss about the powers and functions of that legislative assembly. Here, they are divided into few divisions here. Legislative powers, financial powers, like that they divided that entire all powers of legislative assembly. First here, we will discuss about the legislative powers. This is what a picture of Vidhan Sabha, which is in the Bangalore. And you already know this person. He is our state governor, Ujibhai Wala. The legislative assembly has the power to form laws relating to the subjects mentioned in the state list and the concurrent list there. Yesterday I already told you the entire issues or subjects which are belongs to our country, they are listed in the three list, or they are mentioned in the three list there. First one it is central list, or it is also called as union list there. And the second it is state list, and third it is concurrent list. Legislative assembly, it has a right to form laws or any kind of that policies which belongs to our state. On these state list issues here, the legislative assembly, it has a power to form here law also, and then plans also. And if it is required, it may select that subject from the concurrent list also there. If even central government also formed on the same subject which are in the concurrent list, then in this situation, the central law or policy, it will remain. And if state also formed the law and any policy on that subject, it won't consider. They will reject that, they will drop it, they will consider only that central law or policy. If they formed concurrent list subject on that concurrent list subject, any law or that plan. The bills have to be passed by both houses. Whatever bills they can form on the subject of the state list or concurrent list, they should pass through the both houses. In the both houses, they will discuss that subject or that bill. They will do analysis there on that subject and bills also there, and later on also that all members of legislative assembly and members of legislative council, they have give their approval, and then only later on also it will come to the signature of the governor to get approval there. The real head of the state, he is a CM. Nominal head, he is what that governor. The governor may send certain bills to the president for his approval. In some occasions here, he can send or cannot send. He may send or may not send. If it is required in some situation, he may send that bill which is submitted to in front of him for his signature, by the legislative assembly and then that legislative council of the state to get the approval. We may send that to the president base. These are the words legislative powers. Now, next, there are financial powers. The next important power is financial powers. The legislative assembly has greater powers than the legislative council in the matter of finance. The legislative assembly, it has more rights on the financial bill than the legislative council. It means first they may discuss about the financial bill in the legislative assembly regarding the issues, subject of that bill, benefits, and later on also it may send to that legislative council. There also they will discuss regarding that financial bill, and then they may send that to the governor to take the signature of India. The finance bill has to be first presented in the legislative assembly and then only in legislative council. First it has to submit or present or discuss in the legislative assembly. Later on also legislative council. Though legislative council does not have the power to reject any financial bill, it can delay it for 14 days. First, the state government, it may present that financial bill in the legislative assembly, and then entirely they will do analysis regarding benefits. It means advantages, disadvantages. If they would like to add further information in that, they will add also. And later on also, they will send that for the legislative council to get the signature from the all, approval from the all members of legislative council. During this situation, it doesn't have, it won't do their, doesn't do their that rejection. It doesn't have any power to reject that, but it can hold that or it can delay for 14 days. If the Vidhana Parishad, it means legislative council, fails to send the bill within that 14 days, they can hold up to 14 days or they can delay up to that 14 days. Within that 14 days, they have to resend it to the legislative assembly. If they fail to send it back with their approval, it is assumed as passed and forwarded to the governor for his approval. They will consider that it is approved. If it doesn't return that within the 14 days, legislative assembly, it will consider that it is approved by the legislative council, and then it will forward that to the governor for his approval date. The first financial bill, they will present in the legislative assembly, and later onwards, they will send it to the legislative council for discussion to get their approval there. But legislative council, it doesn't have any right to reject it there, but it can hold or delay for 14 days. If they do not send it back to that legislative assembly, it will consider that it is approved and then forwarded, it will forward that to the governor's approval. And the third important powers of legislative assembly, that is administrative powers here. The state executive is responsible to the legislative assembly here. Why the state executive working body, public administration body, it is responsible for that legislative assembly? Because whatever law and policies will implement through this are formed through the legislative assembly, entirely all they will implement effectively by the executive. It is grouping of that executive body to implement that effectively way, which are formed in the or through the legislative assembly way. That plans, any that bill or issues, they should effectively implement that in the state, in the district level, also taluka level, gram panchayat level, and can be in power only as long as it enjoys the trust of the legislative assembly. Here, legislative assembly, it can enjoy the all powers up to what that trust there, as long as it enjoy the trust. It means magic numbers, that 213. If the in any party or if the ruling party has lost that magic number seats or representatives in the legislative assembly, it doesn't have any right here to carry on the or continue the work or power and functions there. Each member of the Council of Ministers, each member of the Council of Ministers is individually accountable, and the whole Council of Ministers is accountable to the Legislative Assembly. That party which will own that magic number seats or constituencies in the state, it will be eligible to form the government base. If it crosses that 113 and later on that 113 or more than 120, 25, how many they will elect to the representative, that all they will select their leader. The party which has get the majority or that magic number, that all party that members, elected members, they will discuss and they will appoint a leader of them. Later on also, that leader name it will send to governor. Governor will appoint that leader as the chief minister of a state, and then that chief minister he will select or he will form council of ministers there, according to their experience, their education, their knowledge. For example, if any party has secured 150 seats in the 2025 in Karnataka, they will select their leader, and that leader they will appoint, he will appoint by the governor as a CM. And later on, that leader he will select that minister from 149. 150 he is the 51. He is also one in that 150 there. Therefore, in that 149 year, he will select few that representatives who are elected through the election there by people, and form that council of ministers. And that council of ministers, they are individually accountable to their portfolios. And later on, this entire all the council of ministers are accountable or responsible for that legislative assembly. During the session, opposition party or any other ruling party members also, they can ask any kind of information regarding their portfolios or particular department, regarding the home department or police department or health department or any other department here. During this situation, the council of ministers and also the individual minister, they have to answer to that ruling party members also, and then that opposition party members also, if they raise any question in that assembly or during the session there. Next, there are electoral powers. The elected members of the Legislative Assembly has the power to select the president in whose election they will take participation. The elected members of the Legislative Assembly has the power to elect the president, members of the Rajya Sabha and Legislative Council of a state, Legislative Council of state here, and the Speaker and also Deputy Speaker of the Assembly, not in the center, in the state. In the that just I have taken an example how that CM he will select or he will form a council of ministers. Like that only here entirely that elected all representatives they will select speaker and then deputy speaker to carry on the all day that session works. You already have an idea regarding that session. It will be state government or central government. They should call assembly or a session twice in a year. They should call a session twice in a year. During that sessions, the speaker and deputy speakers they manage all activities. They are the leaders. They help to that all ministers, opposition party also, ruling party also, and other MLAs to discuss on the state-related issues. Here, electoral powers. The elected members that Legislative Assembly, all that representatives. An example, our Indi constituency MLA Asundra Patil, he has the power to elect here president, members of the Rajya Sabha in the central government and legislative council, and also speaker and deputy speaker of the assembly. He will participate in the election of the president, members of the Rajya Sabha and legislative council also, in that vice president also, and the speaker and also deputy speaker here. In these all elections, the MLA will take participation there. Other powers of State Legislative Assembly. The members of the Legislative Assembly discuss bills passed by the Parliament when the need arises. Sometimes here, the central government, since that is Parliament, it may send that bills to discuss on that issues to the state also. During this situation also, it may discuss on that issues whether it is beneficial or not. For example, recently, central government it has formed that APMC bill. It has modified that APMC bill. But at first, farmers were allowed to sell their goods, products which they produce in their agricultural land in APMC only there. But recently, central government it has changed that policy there. Now farmers they are allowed to sell their goods. It will be across any kind of that material or any that product which they will produce in their agricultural land. They can sell that in APMC also, and then directly to the trader also there. Here, central government has sent that bills to even state also. Maybe in the session in the state of Karnataka, they have discussed about that, whether it is beneficial or not. During this situation, that Legislative Assembly, it will discuss about that bill there in their state session, which they will call twice in a year. The reports of the State Public Service Commission means KPSC and other reports are discussed in the Legislative Assembly. Whatever reports it will submit by the KPSC regarding the promotion and other issues here, suspend issues any of the government officials that will discuss in that Legislative Assembly if it is necessary. depromote or that promotion or any other issue, state related issue there. Sometime that Karnataka State Human Rights Commission, Karnataka State Women Commission, Karnataka State Minority Commission, there are commissions which are formed by the state government to secure their rights, minorities also, and other backward classes also. If they submitted any reports, they will discuss that all reports in this legislative assembly. Next, here we have discussed about legislative council. It is also called as Vidhana Parishad. What is the total number of this Vidhana Parishad members? Yesterday I told that in the class. How many representatives will be there in the Vidhana Parishad? In Karnataka, especially. Don't say again and again that 225 because that belongs to legislative assembly. Here I am asking about the legislative council. How many there are? Krishna, Sri Krishna, Nagnath, Chauhan, Nilesh, Samarth Biradar, Sampreet. Or anyone else you can tell, those who know the answer.
224.
That is not. 225.
75.
Yes, that is right there. 225, it is legislative assembly. Here I have asked a question on the legislative council members. Legislative council members. That is 75, correctly. In that, let us discuss here little more regarding the legislative council. The upper house of the state legislature is called the legislative council. What do we call the lower house of the state legislature? What do we call the lower house of the state legislature? This is very simple question. Just we discuss about that house act. That is in PPT also there is answer it is in front of you.
Substitute.
Say it properly, yaar. Don't say half.
Followed by yeah.
First understand my question here. What do we call the lower house of the state legislature? If the upper house of the state legislature it is called a legislative council, what do we call that?
Legislative Assembly.
Then
Legislative Assembly.
answer it is in front of you there in PPT there.
Vidhan Parishad. Vidhana Sabha.
Correct there. The lower house of the state legislature is called as legislative assembly. Here, upper house it is a Vidhana Parishad or a legislative council. Lower house it is a legislative assembly or Vidhana Sabha. The strength of this house is 1/3 of that of the legislative assembly of the state. The state legislative council house that members there will be what 1/3 of the legislative assembly members there. You do calculation there. 75 into 3. What is the number? 225. Correct na? Okay. 1/3. You do calculation. 75 into 3. How many it will be? Do calculation. 75 into 3. What answer you will get there? Tell me answer.
225.
Then correct.
225.
Okay.
225.
Therefore, here they have to that 1/3. Remember that the strength of this house is, it means the strength of legislative council. It should be 1/3 of the legislative assembly of the state day. Our state legislative council members number is correct. It is 1/3 of the legislative assembly of the state. However, it should not be less than 40 days. However, it should not be less than 40 in the state. This is the reason why some states do not have legislative council. Only in entire Karnataka, there are among the all 28 states, few states only they have this legislative council. All the 28 states they have that legislative assembly there. But the states which have legislative assembly, all they do not have a legislative council. Why? Because of that, there is a rule. It should not be less than 40 days. Due to the reason of this, some states they do not have legislative council. Only few states which have more strength in the legislative assembly, they have legislative council. For example, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Bihar, Odisha, I think, and then Uttar Pradesh. These are the few states which have both that houses. And the states which have both houses, they are also called as bicameral houses. States there. Bicameral house states means here having that legislative assembly also, that legislative council also. That is bicameral. If any states have only the legislative assembly, it is called as unicameral law. Unicameral. The number of members of Karnataka Legislative Council is, that is 75. You already answered to that. These members represent 5 areas. And for all that 75 members, they represent here 5 areas. Some are elected from among the members of the Legislative Assembly seated. Some they elect from the Legislative Assembly only as a member of that Legislative Council, and some others are elected. They represent from the local bodies and graduates, constituencies, teachers constituencies. From these areas, they will elect that Legislative Council members. Here, that 75 all members are not elected by the Jayala. Remember, among these 75, only 64 four members they will elect by these all areas. Remember, members of the legislative assembly they will also participate to elect legislative council and also local bodies, Jilla Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat, Gram Panchayat members also, and then graduate constituencies and teacher constituencies here, all they will participate in the election of the legislative council. Next, the governor nominates some members who are experts in the fields of arts, literature, education, social service, and science here. 64 will elect through the legislative assembly members, local bodies, and others, and remaining 11 these will be nominated by the governor. These are shown there. What are those who give contribution to that art, literature, education, social service, and science. The legislative council is a permanent body there. How every 5 years they will conduct election to that legislative assembly. Like that, they do not conduct here election every 5 years or every 6 years. The tenure of a legislative council is 6 years, and then every 2 years, 1/3 of that total legislative council members they will re-elect them. Sorry, they will elect by that representative of legislative assembly and local bodies and others. Qualifications of the MLC, member of legislative council, member of the legislative council. Remember, MLC means. What do you mean by MLA? What do you mean by MLA? Answer to my question.
Member of Legislative Assembly.
Okay, correct. What about MP?
Member of Parliament.
Member of Parliament. He should be citizen of India. The qualifications of legislative council and legislative assembly, they are same. The only difference it is in age. If anyone would like to contest in the legislative assembly election, they should have or they should cross 25 years, and here under that legislative council they should cross 30 years. Should possess all qualifications as required for an MLA. Just I have told that here. Almost all they are the same, but the only difference is age. An MLA 25, MLC 30 years. The term of office of the member, it is here 6 years. After 6 years, they will have that right if they elected as a MLC. Every 2 years, the members of the legislative council retire. Every 2 years, the 3 members they may retire. And afterwards, how many members they will retire? That much they will appoint again there from that various areas. The speaker and deputy speaker are chosen from among the members. Here also in that 25, they will select here speaker and then deputy speakers to carry on the activities of legislative council. How that members of that legislative assembly they will elect their speaker and deputy speaker. Like that, here also that 75 members they will select the speaker and deputy speaker to carry on all the activities of legislative council. These two bodies are required to discuss on the issue of the any that estate which are mentioned in the that estate list or the content list. The speaker assumes chairmanship during the proceeding of the house and ensures the dignity and decorum of the house. The speaker of the legislative assembly, he will manage all activities while running the session. Like that, in the same way, here also in the legislative council, speaker or the deputy speaker, they have to manage that all activities of council sessions. Powers of the legislative council. Next here we are going to discuss about powers of the legislative council. First one, it is a legislative powers. All bills may be presented in the both houses except money bill, which has presented first only in legislative assembly. Almost all bill which we discuss in the legislative assembly, they should send to the legislative council also to discuss, except here that money bill. Money bill, they will first present that in legislative assembly, and later on also they may send to the Anaparishad or legislative council. After the bill is approved by one house, it is sent to the other house. After the discussion on that bill, they can send it to the other house bill. Because that bill is to get here approval from that both houses. At first, they may discuss that in the Vidhan Parishad or in the Vidhan Sabha. And later on also, discussion on that issues here, they will send that bill to the other house for that discussion. But money bill, at first it should present in only that legislative assembly, and then they can send it to the legislative council. Sri Krishna Kulkarni, don't play in the class here. Don't try to start the screen. The legislative council can withhold a bill for 3 months. Here, legislative council, it can hold that bill after that 3 months, but later onwards, they have to send it to that legislative assembly. However, when the same bill is sent by the legislative assembly for the second time, the council should approve it within 1 month. Even though approvals, if once that legislative council send it to that legislative assembly, it will discuss regarding that issues, and then if it is necessary, it will do modification in that, and again it will send it to the legislative council. During this situation, within that 1 month, that legislative council should approve that bill. First time 14 days, second time that 1 month bill. If it doesn't do so, it will be understood that the both houses have approved the bill, and it will be sent to the governor for his signature or assent. Next, financial powers. The legislative assembly has the greater power over finance than the legislative council that we already discussed in the beginning of this class, and it can hold that kind of bills after that 14 days. If it doesn't return the bill after 14 days, it is already over. We have discussed that issue in the under the financial powers of the legislative assembly there. Here we are discussing about the legislative council. If it does not return the bill after 14 days, it is understood that the both houses have approved the bill and later on also they will send it to the signature of the governor. Next, administrative powers. Legislative council doesn't have much control over administration as that legislative assembly does. However, legislative assembly has more powers on the administration. Like that, the legislative council it doesn't have that much power or that much control on the executive body there, or in the over the administration. It can obtain information by posing questions to ministers. If it want to get any information regarding any kind of bill or any issues or any department matters, by posing questions, by sending questions, it can ask information or it can get information through the minister. If the questions are not answered properly, it can only insist on the minister's resignation, but cannot move a no confidence motion. While the members of or legislative council may ask any information to the minister, council of ministers, he should answer. If he do not send any, he doesn't send any answers to that legislative council, he can demand minister's resignation, but not they can move a non-confidence motion there. During this situation here, they will try to depromote or take him down from his powers there. By demanding his resignation also. Non-confidence motion means here avishwasa goswali. Discretion powers. Legislative Council carries on debates about the governor's programs, policies, and decisions and acts here. It will do debate in the council regarding the issues of that programs, policies, government, that is government programs, policies, and then decisions and also acts there. If it is necessary, it will suggest that ministers to modify or to add further information in that policies or subject. As this is the House of Elders, the debates are carried on in a very serious manner. This is what House of Elders. Therefore, in very seriously they will do discussion or they will do debate on that issues or policies which are formed by the government. Okay, about the state executive, we will discuss on next week there, or in the next class, we will discuss about the state executive body there. What are the works and other duties of executive body there. So far, we discussed here about the legislative council regarding the qualifications and also powers and functions and other issues. If you have any doubts regarding that, you can ask. Do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, you tell me, you answer to my question now here. If you do not have any doubts, what is the age limit of that legislative council members? What is the age limit of legislative council members?
What, sir?
What is the age limit if you would like to be elect in the legislative council. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ವಿಧಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕಾಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಒಂದು ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಏಜ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು? What is
30 years.
okay, that is correct. The age limit is 30 years. If we would like to contest in the election of that legislative council, we should cross 30 years there. How many members will elect or nominated by that governor to the legislative council? How many members will be nominated by governor to the legislative council body? In that 75, how many will be nominated by the governor? Hello? Several times I have told that in the class. Answer my question, then only I will allow to you. Hello? Then only I will complete the class. Otherwise, after that, I won't allow you to go there. You have right to, you can leave, but answer my question here. No, you don't know?
10% is of members.
10%, huh? 11 members will nominated by that governor. Those who have shown their progress or contribution in the field of that art, literature, social service, or science in the society. Okay, with this here today I'll conclude this class. Thank you so much to all for being with me in this class. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Most of the students you have secured good marks in the essay one, but only 2 to 3 students you didn't show good performance there. I don't know how you have written that exam in the house there by referring that notes or a textbook. Or some of you didn't refer that also. You have secured good marks, but only except that 2 to 3 students, all you have secured good marks there. But that 2 to 3 students, they should do a little more effort. I won't name that all students here in the class. Monday or that Tuesday will send that result. You only see there in that list. Okay, bye.
Yes, friends, good morning. So yesterday we were discussing about molecules, right? We have discussed about the molecules. Today we are going to discuss about ions. So first we should know about the structure of an atom. So what we understand about the ions. Okay. So ions means particles carrying positive or negative charges are called ions, we say. Are you listening, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, friends, you know that the structure of an atom, okay, this is the structure of an atom. You can see here nucleus in the middle of this structure. So what is this called as? Nucleus. Here it has a plus sign. Plus indicates positively charged. And here you can see this is a minus, okay, negative charge. Positive charge, negative charge, and you can see there is no any charge in this. Here what we can see, positive means it is protons, and negative means it is what is this neutron. Negative, no, there is no any charge, it is called neutron. So these two together we call it as the nucleus. So in the middle what we see, students? Positive charge in there is no any charge body. Here we see that negative means it is electron. Okay, electron. On this shell, you can see the electrons. Okay, protons and neutrons together we call it as nucleus, and this negative charge body is called electron. Then what is ion? So ion is like particles carrying positive or negative charges. Okay, particles carrying positive or negative charges are called ions, we say. Here two types of ions are there, students. Two types of ions. One is cation, another one is anion. So cations means what is that, students? Partially charged ion. Partially charged ion. So these partially charged ions are called. So these are called, we say it is cations. And negatively charged ions are called negatively charged ions we call it as what is that? Anions. Here you will understand that you know that all of the metals and the non-metals. So all metals form cations by losing electrons. Here electrons lose. You know that by losing electrons, metals form cations by losing electrons. Here the bodies also lose or gain the electrons. They may lose or they may gain the electrons. So the losing electrons, this process is called cations. Losing electrons is called as cations. Gaining electrons is called, what we say that? Gaining electrons is called anions, we say. Here all metals form cations, means positively charged electrons. Positively charged electrons, we say. Metals means you know that sodium, calcium, zinc, okay, the iron, silver, gold, these are all metals. They form cations, means positive charged bodies. And negative means you know that hydrogen, oxygen, non-metals. These are we form in the negative ions, negative electrons. These electrons form anions by gaining electrons. For example, so this is a cation and this is a anion. So they lose electron here, they gain electron. Lose, they gain electron. Gain is what is that? We get it. We get the electron. Gaining is getting. Losing is we lose electron. They lose electron. One or two electrons they lose. Yes, they get one or two electrons. That is what gaining we say. So this is what ions. You come to the textbook, students, there is a table that is what metals and non-metals. Here is a table of 3.6 names and symbols of some ions are there. Names and symbols of some ions. You can see some here name of ion given and symbol given. Here all you can see the positive ion, students. Positive ion means cations. These are metals. And come to the non-metals. You know, hydrogen, hydride, chlorine. These are the non-metals. You can see here non-metals are represented by the negative sign here. Negative sign. So wherever the positive sign are there, they are metals, means cations, and wherever negative sign are there, they are anions. Okay, non-metals. Okay, you can see that. Next, after this ion, we can go to that chemical formula. What is the chemical formula? The chemical formula of a compound is a symbolic representation of its composition. Okay. For example, H2O, CaO, calcium oxide, ammonia, NH3, and K2SO4, potassium sulfate. These are the some formulas are there. Okay, chemical formulas are there. So what is this concept of writing chemical formula? So how we have to write this concept of writing chemical formula? Here we need valencies or charges on the ion must balance. Have you know about the valency number of these atoms, students? Yes. Do you know the valency number of all the elements? What I am asking, are you understanding, students? Do you know that we have discussed about the elements hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, silicon, and you know the atomic number of this, right, students? Atomic number. So these are also having the atomic number. By the atomic number, we find valency number. So do you know the valency number? Yes, any students?
Hydrogen valency number 1.
Do you know or don't know? Tell me. You have not learned in 8th standard, right? Have you learned in 8th standard valency number? If you don't know, there is no problem.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I will tell you that what is the valency number of all the elements. Here, if you want to write the chemical formula, we need to know the valency number. So how it is, when a compound consists of a metal and a non-metal, the name of the symbol of the metal is written first. Okay, name of the metal or non-metal is written first. Example, calcium oxide. Calcium is what, students? Metal. Oxide is non-metal. Okay, sodium chloride. Sodium is metal, chlorine is non-metal. Okay, chlorine, sulfur or non-metal are written on the right side. These all non-metals come right side. So sodium chloride. You take the sodium chloride. Sodium is metal, students. You know, sodium is metal. Sodium is metal. And chlorine is what is this? Non-metal. So whenever we write the chemical formula, here the non-metal comes right side of this metal. Okay, right side of this metal. Sodium, NaCl. Sodium is a metal, Cl is a non-metal. So when oxygen, chlorine, sulfur are the non-metals, are written on the right side. Calcium oxide, sodium chloride, okay, iron sulfide. Iron sulfide means, what is that? Iron sulfide. So iron is what, students? Metal. Yes, is sulfide is a non-metal. This will be written in the right side of the metal. So in compound formed with polyatomic, and the ion is enclosed in a bracket before writing the number to indicate the ratio. When you come to the ratios, we have discussed about the ratios also. All of you know the atomic number, students. I told you to write the atomic number of all the elements. H. For example, sodium chloride is there, NaCl is there. NaCl, sodium chloride. So what are the elements here? Sodium and chloride. Sodium and chloride. Means chlorine. Sodium chloride means sodium and chlorine will come. So what is the atomic number of sodium, students? What is the atomic number of sodium? Yes. What is the atomic number of sodium? Sodium is 23.
30.
Yes. What is the atomic number of sodium?
From 11.
Sodium is 11. Okay. And what is the chlorine? Atomic number of chlorine?
Seventeen.
7. Okay. So this is the ratio of these. It is there in your textbook. What is that? Some ionic compounds. So ionic compounds means what is that? Calcium oxide, sodium chloride, magnesium sulfide are there. So in these constituting elements are what is that? We have discussed this together. Some formulas and which elements are there in that. And ratio of those elements. Sodium chloride means, so sodium chloride in that elements two are there, sodium and chlorine. So what is the ratio? Is 11 is to 17 is the ratio of that. So you can see the table 3.5 some ionic compounds. So magnesium sulfide is there. In this magnesium and sulfur 2 are there. So what is the ratio? What is the atomic number of this magnesium? Is magnesium is 3. What is the atomic number of magnesium, students?
12. 12.
Okay. Magnesium is 12. Next, what is the magnesium and sulfur is there? Tell me, what is 12? What is sulfur?
16.
16. Then we can write it like this also. 12 is to 16 means you multiply by, what is that? 4. 4 3 is a 4, 4 is a 3 is to 4 also. Okay. This we can write it as 3 is to 4. 12 is to 16 is there. We can write it in the ratio 3 is to 4 also. 4 3 is a 4 4 is a. The next one is sodium chloride. We have discussed calcium oxide is there. This is the magnesium MgS. The next one is the sodium calcium oxide CaO. Calcium oxide means here calcium and oxygen will come. Calcium and oxygen. So So what is the calcium atomic number is?
20.
20.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Oxygen 8. Oxygen is
8.
okay. This becomes 5:2. Okay. So here 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are 8. We can write it like this 5:2 also. This is the ratio by mass also we can find it the formula like this. Then after this 3.6 table is there, no? Then you have to remember that positive cations and anions. So what is the some example I will take from this one? Sodium, potassium, silver, copper is there. So sodium, potassium, silver. What are these? What are these, students? Sodium, potassium, silver are?
Cations.
Now what are these? Is metals or non-metals? Sodium, potassium, silver are metals or non-metals? Sodium is metal or non-metal? We have already learnt in the 8th standard and first lesson when we were teaching matter lesson, that time also I have taught you that metals and non-metals and metallites. Tell me. So sodium is
Metal.
metal, potassium is metal, silver is metal. These are, we say cations. Cations means positively charged. Okay, we'll see we indicate the positive sign here. Okay, so next anion. Anions means what is that? Non-metals, like hydrogen, chlorine. Next, sulfide means sulfur. These are all non-metals. So what are the symbols of hydrogen is H, chlorine and sulfur S. Okay, then how we write this? We indicate that minus. Okay, anions means negative charge and cations means positively charged ions. These are examples of ions. Examples of ions. Then writing the formula, we need to know about what we should know, right? Valence number. We'll discuss about valence tomorrow. I'll discuss about that. Then next we come to that point is molecular mass and mole concept. Molecular mass and mole concept. So what is this molecular mass and mole concept? Here, molecular means 1 mole concept. 1 mole of any species like atoms, molecules, ions or particles is that quantity in number having mass equal to its atomic or molecular mass in grams. Okay, you should keep in your mind 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 in number. Okay, in this lesson we are having some problems, students. We should know that 1 mole is equal to, what is that? 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 in number. So where you have stopped your class work, students?
Compounds combining elements and number of atoms of each elements.
Okay, so we are discussing about the molecules. Have you written about molecules yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you written molecules yesterday? You written no note.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we have discussed about the atomicity of some elements. So which metal or non-metal are having the how many atoms? No? So if they are having the one atom monoatomic, two atoms means diatomic, three atoms means triatomic. Okay, four means phosphorus, and eight means polyatomic. We should keep in our mind this. Next, we have discussed about the molecule of some compounds. Okay, so how many molecules of compounds, how many atoms they have, and which elements we can find in the compounds we have discussed. And writing chemical formulas, what I told you, we should know the valency number of that. So if you know the valency number, then only you can find it. So I have some valency 20 elements valency number I will give you. How to write also I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, you can see that some formulas are there. That is a hydrogen chloride is there. Hydrogen chloride. There they have written valency number students. 1. Hydrogen is having 1 valency number. Chlorine is also having 1 valency number. How we have to find the valency number? I will tell you. You know that hydrogen is the hydrogen. What is the atomic number is 8. 8.
Ma'am, 1.
Hydrogen is 8. Valency number how we know it, right? 2, comma 6, 8 it becomes. 2, comma 6, we divide the atomic number. Then we will find the valency number of this by the electrons, by the structure of an atom. That I will tell you how to find this. Tomorrow I will tell you. We come to the class work, students. So where did you stop, you said? Have you completed about molecules?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, molecule of elements, right? Molecule of an element contains atoms of the same element. Molecules of some elements contain only one atom and molecules of some elements contain two or more atoms. Two or more atoms. Atomicity of an element. Atomicity of an element. Here type of element, name, symbol, atomicity. And write only some of them. Type of element means what is that? If it is non-metal. So you know that argon, name is argon, the symbol is AR. So how many atoms you can find here? Only one atom you can find. So we can write it is monoatomic. Monoatomic. The next one is oxygen, non-metal. Take the oxygen. Symbol is O2. Here, 2 atomic number is there. We call it as diatomic. So, non-metal, phosphorus, P4 is 4 means what is this? 4 phosphorus. Non-metal, sulfur, S8. So 8 atomic number means polyatomic. Completed?
Yes,
ions. Particles carrying positive or negative. Negative charges are called ions. Types of ions. First one is cations. Positively charged ions. Positively charged ions. Example: Al 3 plus and CH 2 plus. Next, negatively anions. Negatively charged ions. Negatively charged ions. Example: chlorine, bromine. So I give you one homework, students. Writing the valency number, I will give you homework. You find the serial-wise atomic numbers. Yes, you have periodic table. Serial-wise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like the serial-wise, you find the elements. Okay. Here, you know that atomic number, element, and valency. See, first atomic number means, for example, hydrogen. What is the hydrogen atomic number is 1. Okay. So your valency is also 1. Second one is helium. Serial wise, atomic number 1, 2, 3, 4 serial wise will be there. Serial wise you can find in the periodic table, which is having the 1 atomic number, 2 atomic, 3, 4 like this. Helium is having 2 atomic number. Here helium is valency is 2 number. Then 3 number which is having same. So lithium is having 3 atomic number. Means here we divide the valency number 2, 1. What is that? 2, done. And which is having the 4, atomic number 4, atomic number 4.
Beryllium.
Okay, barium, B. Then what will write here? 2, 2. 2, 2 means 4. So another valence number will find its last final valence number. We find the 1 number only. That is I will tell you. Then which is having the atomic number 5? Which is having atomic number 5? Boron. Boron or not?
Boron.
Boron, right? B. Then 2, 3. Boron means 2, 3 has right. 2, 3. Then what is the 6th atomic number which is having which element has 6th atomic number?
Carbon.
Carbon. Okay, then how will write here? 2, 4 will write. 2, 4. Then which is having the 7 atomic number? 7.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. 2, 5. We write 2, 5. Then which is having the 8?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Oxygen is having 8. Then how will you write here? 2, 6 will write. 2, 6. Then which is having the 9th one? I will give you the idea. You will write it all valence number afterwards. I will give you the idea first. Okay, tell me what is the next one? 9th one is having which element?
Fluorine.
Fluorine. Okay, fluorine is having this, and 2, 7 is number. The next two come.
Neon.
10th one is
Neon.
neon. 10th one is neon. Here we write 2, 8. You just wait. What I am telling is, come to this point. So atomic number, these are the atomic number, these are the elements, and we are dividing the numbers here. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So the 2, 8 is last. So we cannot continue 2, 9, 2, 10, 2, 11 students. 2, 8 is last. Now we come to the next one, number is 11, which is having that
Sodium.
sodium, Na.
2,
8,
8.
1. So what is the total number is 8 to 10 plus 1. Now you continue like this, students. Continue like this. 12 is what is that? What is the 12?
Magnesium. Magnesium.
Magnesium. So magnesium. So 12 is 2, 8, 2. 2, 8, 3. 2, 8, 4. Then 2, 8, 8 comes now. We have to stop. Again we have to count by 1. How it is? 2, 8, 8, 1. Understood, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Like this you continue all the elements, at least 50 elements name you write. At least 50 elements name you write today like this. Then only you will get how to get the valency number. So what is the valency number? You know the valency number is, this is only the valency number there. This is valency number we say. First tomorrow you write this homework. So what is the 13th one? 13th one, students?
Aluminium.
13th one is aluminium. Okay. Aluminium. AL I write. AL. Okay. 13 is aluminium. So aluminium 2, 8, 3. Okay. What is 14 is?
Silicon.
Silicon.
Textile. So 2, 8, 4. Then 15,
Phosphorus.
phosphorus, C. Okay. 2, 8, 5. 16,
Sulfur.
16 is
Sulfur.
16 is sulfur. Okay, 2, 8, 6. What is 17?
Chlorine.
17 is, what is 17 is chlorine. So 2, 8, 7. Then
Chlorine. Argon.
18 is argon. So here 2, 8, 8. Okay. The next 19 is what, students? 19. Till 20, right? 19 is what?
Potassium.
19 is potassium. Okay, K. So here 2, 8, 8 is going to 2, 8, 8, 1. Okay. So 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19. Then what is 20 is? Yes, what is 20?
Calcium.
Calcium. Okay, calcium is 20. 2, 8, 8, 2. Okay, students. So how to find the valency number? You know this last number of valency number, students? The last number of valency number is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last valence number. Now you can ask the question that a 5 is there, a 6 is there, 7 is there. Isn't it? So these we have to minus in the 8. So the last we find in the structure of an atom, we find the 8 electrons. Last we find 8 electrons. In this, we have to minus this. If number is less than 5, less than 8, we have to minus in this. 8 minus 5 is how much, students?
3.
Okay, 3. 8 minus 4 is
2. 8 minus 6 is
2. So this is the valency number, friends. We have to minus this. We have to minus in the 8. Minus, we have to minus in 8 this. These all big numbers are there. We have to minus 8. And 8 minus 8 comes to, that is what valency is 0. That valency is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. Now at least you write 30 you will write. Remaining 10 atomic numbers you will write today, students. Now you have the idea of writing the valency number, students. Yes or no?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know the idea of writing the valency number like this and how to find valency. Tomorrow I will tell that. First you write till 30, you write like this. Okay, now I have written till 20. Still you write till 30 and you will get the more idea about that. Okay, then what about the 5, 6, 7, 8? These numbers we have to minus in the 8 number. Then we will get 3 to 4 valency number. The last number of valency is what is that? 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 valency numbers. Will you do this homework, Village? Please 30 you do it. Tomorrow I will explain valency numbers. Till 30 you have to write and come tomorrow. What is the 30? What is the 30 element name? atomic number 30. Here you leave another one column, students. Finally, you have to write the valency number. Another one column you leave. Final valency number. Final one, you have to write. What is the 30 atomic number? Which element is having the 30 atomic number? Yes, are you listening?